During May, probably the second meeting in May, you'll look for a budget amendment because we do need to amend our budget for this current fiscal year. It's primarily because of storm-related expenses. But what we've done is, in the past, is one big budget amendment that just catches everything up. So to see that get published in the paper, and published on the first week of May. Okay. I have an issue with Royce Kemen, and this relates to Lanny and his work comp leave. That Royce is coming up on his anniversary date and has a bunch of vacation time that he's not able to utilize because he can't take vacation now. We're one officer short. So he has 48 hours of vacation time that he rolls with his anniversary date. He would stand to lose all that vacation time. Now within our union contract and whatnot, it says if there is scheduling concerns, you get to keep that time. It would be my preference, and it's Ted's preference, is if we could just pay him for that vacation time instead. And if we would allow him to carry this additional time, or it's just additional time that he would end up being off or coming up upon the time of the year when we want all of our officers to be here. And again, it's something I'd suggest we would pay.
So you paid all in full?
Yeah. 48 hours of straight time.
I mean, I agree with paying something. But this situation has only been a fraction of the time that he could have taken those hours, right?
True. But, 48 hours is actually, it's just a week,
Yeah.
It's a little more than a week. You could schedule.
But he could have taken that time in the previous 6 or 7 or 8 months of the year.
What does that do? Does that cost extra for IPERS? Does it cost extra then, since he's actually going to get double pay?
It's just, it does cost extra for IPERS. The offset is that we're not paying Lanny his full hours. From the budgetary perspective.
The duck is paying.
Pardon me?
Because the duck is paying.
The duck.
So that all comes back to higher fees next time around for us, don't it? See, we have the same kind of policy there, but we just let them roll it over to let them take it out at a different time. And that, you made a good point. There was times he could have took it off before.
Unless he was going to take it this spring.
And it very well possibly could be. I mean,
I hate to see us punish a good officer just because.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying the principle of it all, is that there was opportunity to take it, but the reality of it is,
You might feel like maybe you save a week and a half in case something happens. And
Yeah.
I save mine. I usually have a week in Christmas I got to burn up every year. So
In case
I hate to
something
screw a
goes
guy
wrong.
out of his.
have you done this in the past? I mean, is there a precedent?
Depends how often.
The precedence is a guy would have a day or two extra when scheduling
Just let him
concerns
roll
came
it
up,
and-
and we let him roll it. Yeah.
But not 48 hours.
How long has Lanny been on?
This is the 4th or 5th week.
When is he due to come back then?
He had a doctor's appointment today, but I had not received a report back yet.
Well, I'm fine paying it. I just...
I guess we do need them right around the summer. We can't just have them.
Yeah, you don't want to encourage him to take time when we need
we
it.
need
So
'em.
this is a small price to pay for that, I think.
So if someone will need to pay that.
I'll make the motion.
Second,
I'll second.
roll call.
Schrader?
Yes.
Fuller?
Yes.
Lenny?
Yes.
Huss?
Yes.
Second?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. This is the last one. Is just an FYI on a Board of Adjustment meeting. We do have a Board of Adjustment getting together next week, next Wednesday. And it just happens that we will have 3 variance requests that we were able to coordinate into one meeting. So depending on the results from the Board of Adjustment, they'll be coming to you for this first council meeting in May. One of them is special exception request and a variance request to allow Cornbelt to put a cell tower up at their cable TV hit-in site, which is up at the nursing home and the property south of that. Okay, and they would want to put a cell tower there in this area that, they've had this cable TV tower.
What carrier?
It's an iWireless or Singular. That's all. I think they call it an iWireless tower, but they're part of Singular.
Any reception is good reception.
Which I would like, because I used their cell phone service. They needed it in town.
You would have lost it, you lost it for a couple days in last fall too then.
I didn't have it. We just got it around Christmas time.
Oh, 'cause that's why I dropped them. They had reception through long lines through here, and then they weren't allowed to use it.
Oh,
So
yeah?
my phone was a paperweight for a week, so I said, well, can't use you anymore.
But a couple of variance requests. One's for a new home out at Crescent Park Drive. It's Ortner's. And they would ask for a 3-foot variance off their backyard, which is street side out there. So that they can go 3 foot, they can put in the home that they would really like and stuff. And the 2-car attached garage. Taki Workmeisters and A-Shides, I think, and Ortner's. Right there.
That goes to the board for that?
Yeah, it's going to the Board of Adjustment next week. The other one that is a more of a neighborhood controversy is Steve Schaden requesting a variance to allow him to enlarge his garage, enlarge the garage to the north, changes this around so that the entrance comes from the north directly off of Lakewood Drive.
How? Have they room?
He's asking for a variance which is in the property line. With the strange deal being, in 2007, he asked for a
That's for a
variance.
variance on it, I remember
That
that.
same thing?
Yeah,
That's the same thing?
Same project.
Yeah.
And he's never done the project, but he asked for this variance, and he wanted a variance so it could be 5 foot off the property line. And then, over the years, and kind of some tussle between him and his neighbor, and a more thorough evaluation about the property pins, he says, the property pin that I based that 5 foot zoning, variance request off of, I was wrong to think it was there. It's actually 4 foot further to the south. Now I had a 5 foot variance. I'm actually doing the same project, but I need to have a 1 foot variance. So,
So the garage would open up to the road?
yeah,
1 foot off the road?
not 1 foot off the road, 1 foot off the property
Off the
line,
property line?
which is right where the neighbor's stuff pretty much is right on the property line, pretty close to. So, and that, really, that's Steve's about his only contention, that is that he's not really doing things that the neighbors haven't already done.
What about snow?
And they're
Pushing
open up
the
the full
garage
time
door?
too, so, I mean, they're maybe neighborly.
It's a concern. It'd be pretty tight through there.
When they come by the plow and big snow, is gonna bust that door, or?
No, you know. I guess you'd never say never, but. So we'll see what the board does, but that's just a little heads up for you. And if the board approves any of these, they come to the city council with your decision, then would be that yep, you validate the approval, or the only other thing that you could do is remand it back to the board. You cannot, the city council cannot disapprove this.
If they do it right.
So will they have a, I guess, my first experience, but would they have a written opinion that we could read why they do this, or why they say yes, or why they say no, or are they just gonna send us and say, yes, we did this because we
We
felt
would
like...
send the minutes along with what their rationale were based from the minutes.
Okay, all right, I just...